And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share.
Now, there we are. And how the devil is everybody, because I'm wonderful. I've got over my COVID.
Good.
Hey!
I got over my head cold.
Hey!
And I'm waiting for the next thing to come along. It's lovely.
I say, as long as it's not a bus, you'll be all right.
I don't want to go under a bus, that's for sure. So listen, John, given that you're the most vociferous, did you like that word? That's a big word for this time of the day, vociferous. You can do the magic mute. Now, come along, John. You can do the magic mute. Say 1, 2, 3, mute all.
1, 2, 3, mute all.
There. And then we listen to the silence. Isn't that lovely? Chris is silent, Adrian is silent, Margaret's silent, Carol's silent, everybody's silent, and Linda's silent. And, oh, I know Philip is there, but he hasn't got his camera on. He's a naughty boy for not having his... Isn't he a naughty boy? In actual fact, that's a thing that's happening worldwide. I do a huge amount of meetings, Toastmasters meetings worldwide. I'm very fond of a club now in Lagos in Nigeria. But honestly, they had 25 people the other day, and there was only my camera and the Toastmasters camera live. All the rest were black. And I said to them, you know, when somebody is speaking, and you're speaking to just a whole screen of black cameras. But what have we got for you today? We have got what Dick got up to last October. Exciting, exciting, exciting. Then we've got a lovely song, Sometimes When We Touch, which Con enjoyed singing that, and I know a lot of you enjoyed that. Then we've got the old video diaries, and this is back from May 2019, and it's part 1. I think it's fascinating to see how different things were in the times just before COVID. Then we've got the birthdays. So Lynn, I hope you've got some birthdays ready. And we've got the cake ready. We've got everything ready. And my assistant is hale and hearty, as they say in Ireland. So she's going to look after the cake today. Then we've got Somewhere, which is my version of Somewhere, which I checked out last night. And you know something? It's really tasty. Then we've got Stay With Me, which I consider to be the best performance that Con ever gave. Put aside the I Believes and the No Arms Can Ever Hold You and all that. And this really, to me, was Con at his best. Stretching himself. Then we have the newest one, which I've been working on for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And that is by Gaga, and it hasn't even been released yet. And somehow or other, Victoria got her hands on this track, and I got to record it. But what are you looking forward to most, Chris? Go on, tell us what you're looking forward to the most.
Somewhere. One of my favourite songs.
Yeah?
I think it was on your compilation, I believe, The Very Best of the Bachelors, if I remember rightly.
Yeah?
And yeah, great song.
Okay. But I got up to all sorts last time. I'm a patron of an organisation called Meditech. And Con and I, 10 years ago now, 10 years, they celebrated 10 years last week. We did a benefit show for them. and they wanted to raise £5,000 for a bit of equipment for the local hospital, and it did much better than that, and they had a load of money left over. So the boss, Bob, he said, why don't we start a charity? And from there, they started them when COVID came along. They were the main ones that gave all the PEP equipment, the spacesuit stuff and everything, to the local hospital. It got bigger and bigger and bigger. Graham, who was a wonderful surgeon, came on board, and now they are the major people. Meditech are the major people. You can look them up. Major people in the UK for helping people in Africa, doing all those silly operations, like where the belly button, for instance, where the belly button doesn't heal. It's still very common in Africa. And George goes over them and shows them a very simple operation. And otherwise their belly is all over the floor. But anyway, this lately, of course, with Ukraine going on, they have been able to collect all sorts of stuff and send it off to Ukraine. And just have a look at the warehouse and see the amount of stuff going to Ukraine. And here is the warehouse in Hailsham. Everything going to the Ukraine. Well, here I am. This incredible Brighton hospital having yet more tests. They keep on testing me and finding nothing. But now they've just told me that they can't believe my PSA, which is at 0.96. And they say they're going to give me another PET scan because they don't believe that anybody could have their PSA that low. But I told them I'm a great believer in your brain being able to tell your body what to do. It's a medically known fact that you can, and it's called the somatosensory cortex of the parietal lobe. I read a book about it, and you can literally tell yourself that you're going to get well. And you've heard so many stories about people doing that with cancer and with everything else. And I literally say to myself every night, my PSA was at 2.9, and I kept saying to myself, my PSA is going from 2.9 down to 1.7. And when they did the PSA test, it came out as 0.96. Now the consultant I've just seen here at Bristol, he can't believe it. So he's ordering all the tests all over again. Oh, it's lovely. But I'm here at the, have a look at this. Isn't that incredible? It's quite unbelievable. Oh, there's a light out up there. Oh, that's bad news. In hotels, they call it the one light syndrome. If there's one light, the hotel isn't a good hotel. One light out. But they've got one light out up there. Can you see it? Right at the top? Up there, up there, up there. Oh, it's on now. Now it's off. So there we are, and I'm having gorgeous food. Have a look at this. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. It's Italian food, actually. It's gorgeous. So I'll report on how nice that is. Well, on my way home now. I actually love Brighton. This is the first time I've ever done this. I've got a gizmo on the dashboard that holds the camera. That's perfect for doing videos. I didn't realise it. We're looking out now, beautiful sea on the right hand side. And that food, actually, the penne I had was gorgeous. It was really gorgeous. This seems to be shaking a little bit, the camera. Sorry about that. But I've had a lovely time. I had a good result. The consultant just can't believe how my PSA is. Yay! Bye. And here we are at the Langham Hotel. My friend who owns the Langham Hotel, Neil Kirby, attempting to run on a treadmill 50 kilometres. Whoa! Well, here I am, trying to run 40k, is it? 40k? 50k.
40k to go.
It's my my pal, my great friend Neil Kirby, who owns the Langham Hotel here in Eastbourne, and he's got me here running beside him. And I've just done the running beside me. But there we are. Look at the man, look at the man, look at the man. Where is he? There he is. I've got him. There we are. All for charity, of course. And I've just done 15 minutes. Not bad, I suppose, for a 47-year-old. Yeah! You're doing great, Neil. Doing great. Unbelievable. I mean, at your age, 96. That's really something. 96 years of age.
We were born on the same day.
Really? Oh, that's terrific. Oh, well done, Neil. Well done. Well done.
Only a
Well
recent
done.
discovery. That.
Neil used to be the boss, the general manager of the Grosvenor House Hotel in Park Lane. That's how I met him first. How much is this costing? More than you will. I have heaven here on earth, dear Kirby, since I've given me your love. I'm going to play the piano now. How about that? Not magic. And that actually is a great Red Guest playing that piano. Did you know that? Red Guest. Greatest record. Oh, you knew the Pics, everybody. I'll trade you for the world. All the of all. I have heaven here on earth. Big finish. Since you've given me your love, applause, please, applause. No, give me money. Neil, they're not paying. You said they'd pay me. Nobody's giving me money. Nobody's giving me money.
Not for you.
Beautiful oysters in this beautiful restaurant, brand new in Eastbourne. It's called the Glass House, and it is quite something. I should be definitely coming here again. Now that is very tasty as a dessert.
Cubes or whatever.
This is
Thank you so much.
really superb. We've had a great evening. We now got a new restaurant in Eastbourne that we will go to. But nobody can surpass the cooking expertise of Mr. Dick Klasky. Look at that. Did you like that? I'll tell you what, if you go to Eastbourne, anybody, go to that Glass House. It's really good. They made a little mistake. It was owned by the council, and it was a huge tea room with glass. And they didn't, Chris would understand this, they didn't replace the glass with proper modern day double glazing or triple glazing. They left the original glass and painted it. So with the, it's just that tad, I said to the boss of the place, I said, listen, it's about 3 degrees just under what people feel is comfortable. But there we are. So, and the other thing, how about, everybody moans about the hospitals. Did you see that hospital in Brighton? It's brand new. It's quite astonishing, and the food is good. And that Neil, by the way, he managed the 50 kilometers, 31 miles, and broke the world record for his age. He is 78 years of age. Imagine doing that. And do you know something? I can't believe this. I went back just as he was finishing, and not one person bought him a drink. There was no champagne, there was nothing. So guess who bought him a drink? Well, that's what you do, isn't it? Yeah, Chris. I keep asking Chris because he's right in front of me and he's smiling. Chris, what do you think? When somebody does something like that, you've got to celebrate, haven't you?
I would have thought so, yes. I'd have been surprised that people didn't, actually.
Yeah.
I must say it was lovely seeing the Langham again. As you know, I stayed there beginning of July on your recommendation. And what a great place it is. Right on the front there, Teaspawn. The food was out of this world, I thought. The whole place was great.
Well, this song now, it's one from our album, actually, this Sometimes When We Touch. The one we did, a long time ago. And it was the first real one that Con and I did on our own. It's called Now and Then. We recorded it with a guy called Colin Fetchter, who's one of our favourite arrangers, and we really enjoyed doing it. But Con was in real good voice when he did this, and he loved doing it. And of course, Con is lovely because he would literally do anything I asked him to do. Nothing was too much trouble. So here we go with this amazing track.
You ask me if I love you, and I choke on my reply. I'd rather hurt you honestly than mislead you with a lie. And who am I to judge you in what you say or do? I'm only just beginning to see the real you. And sometimes when we touch, the honesty's too much, and I have to close my eyes and hide. I wanna hold you till I die, till we both break down and cry. I wanna hold you till the fear in me subsides. Romance and all its strategy leaves me battling with my pride. But through the insecurity, some tenderness survives. I'm just another rider, still trapped within my truth. A hesitant prize fighter, still trapped within my youth. And sometimes when we touch, the honesty's too much, and I have to close my eyes and hide. I wanna hold you till I die,
What did you think? What did you? Oh, well, oh, I know. You've reminded me. Look at that. Put on the gallery view. Con. Look. He's looking. He was really in good voice when we did that. Yeah. So, what did you think of that, Linda Wood?
Yeah, I think it's a lovely track. It's not one that I've heard very often, and it really was in such good voice there. Just a delight to listen to him again and see him. He looks good there.
Yeah.
He's so handsome.
Again, oh, that's terrible. You shouldn't say that to his brother. Well. I think I've got better looking as I've got older. I think, yeah. I used to be a skinny little thing, and now I've put on. And do you know something? I'm on a constant diet, folks. I try everything. I'd love to lose about a stone, and I really try. Carol, I do. Carol, are you okay with your weight, Carol, first?
Well, I'd like to lose a bit, I must admit.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a bit of a tummy, but
that's the one.
People say, "Oh, you're not fat," but I feel I need to lose some.
Yeah.
We're never satisfied with ourselves.
Oh no. Whenever I do a video like the one today, I'm always very careful. If flat on, I'm perfect, absolutely perfect. When I turn sideways, and when I film the videos and that, and I'm editing the stuff, and we're all editing in the editing place, and I look at it and say, "Oh God, why didn't somebody notice?" But then you say, "Oh, that's natural." You come on, given the age you are, that's lovely. But this is the part that I love. It's the old video diaries. We get a chance to see Con and really get a chance to see life well before COVID. This is going back to 2019, and I look at myself and I think, oh, have I aged? Have I aged? Oh, please God, don't let me age. I'm terribly vain. But listen, here is going back to those days. Here we go. Well, I've brought my grandson Miles up to the golf course to have his first golf lesson. And that's Alex, who is the golf pro, and she's giving them all a talk. And there's Miles there.
So guys, we all need to make sure we do.
So we're all going to have a lovely time. Now it's Miles' turn.
Let's make sure we get the direction right, guys. Let's give it a chance. So, concentrate on your aim. Make sure you.
Why?
Oh dear. Oh. You're not quite Tiger Woods yet. Ooh, come on, Miles. Oh. Yeah, that's wonderful. Excellent. Then see, does it fit?
magic hour, Jimmy. Excellent. Wee bit of glue. That's how you do it. Amazing. It's all coming good.
I'm at the Ashford International Hotel, and it's the finals of the Table Topics competition. Toastmasters International, big convention. So just popping down there now to see what's going on. So far it's been very, very disappointing. The sound has been dreadful. Of course, that's the business I'm in. The lighting has been dreadful. I always call it Toastmasters in the dark and bring your hearing aid. And that's exactly what it is this time. Very disappointing. Book up your ideas, Toastmasters. Let's see what's going on. And here we are, sitting in the front row, waiting for it all to start. It's filling up nicely. And there's Nan. There's Faye. And there's Robin. And there's the three of us. And she's going to win, by the way. I've made up my mind.
Our next speaker was Fern. Fern, what's the best thing about table topics?
I guess the best thing is the fact that you don't overthink it. I'm a real overthinker with speeches, and I write way too much. And this is so condensed and so quick that it's just like, do it and don't overthink it. And that's how we should live our lives.
For almost a year, Mr. Andy Hammond. You got it.
One by one.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the whole kind of anticipatory noise thing. Who's it going to be? In third place in the district table topics contest, Fern Love.
Well, that's sad. We only came third. But good result when you think about it. It's the first major competition that Fern has ever been involved in. And the two guys that won it were the first and second. The guy that came first was, he wins it every year. And the other guy was a pretty newcomer on the block. And very, very good, very funny. I think Fern was possibly lacking a little bit of humour, and she was a tiny little bit unrelaxed, not nervous, just unrelaxed. But next year. I know. That way. I can't believe this. Look at the state of that. In a public place. Totally unsafe. Look at the state of that. No gaffer tape. No gaffer tape. That is crazy stuff. I just nearly tripped over that. Look. Amazing.
That's crazy, but that was the main thing.
An ant on my trainer shoe. in my bedroom at the Ashford Hotel. Isn't that amazing? Posh hotel. That bedside table, they've been all over there. See, is there any there now? No, there's none. Any on this table? No, 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 no. I am a messy pup, haven't I? Mind you, these kind of conventions, you don't have much time to clear up. I've never been a tidy person in a hotel bedroom. I wish I was. Matt Monroe was a dear friend of mine, the singer. He was one of those extremely tidy people. He was immaculate in dressing rooms, hotels, all that lovely big white dressing gown, all that stuff. But Dick Klusky, no. Oh, there's another little blighter. Look at that. In a very posh hotel. There's only one today, or two, but there were very, very many more the past few days. Well, that's a little bit poor for £150 a night, isn't it? Paint chips all over the place. And the windowsill. Oh, paint chips. As I say, quite poor for £150 a night. Very disappointing. Ashford International Hotel. Very disappointing. Nice room though, nice room. I left them a note. They said, room maintenance, we want to be happy, you to be happy with your room. If you come across a problem you want fixed, and I left them that. And nothing has happened. And look, that's not very clever, is it, for £150 a night? There we are again, look, 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 look. Yeah. And that's what's been happening here. Nice. Now I'm going downstairs. So what did you think of that for Ashford International Hotel? John Hutchinson, what did you think? Would you expect that in £150 a night hotel, John?
I certainly wouldn't, no. But having said that, I think the Ashford Hotel actually looked like a very nice place. And if that was the only problem, I would have gone down to reception and said, look, I've got ants in my room. Can you send me about it, please? I wouldn't have left them a note. I would have gone down to see them about it. Done that sort of thing before now at various hotels.
Yeah. Yeah, strangely, I'm not that sort of a complaining person. I will write a letter afterwards, explaining the situation and expecting something to be done about it. And usually they'll say, "Oh, come and stay with us for a weekend or whatever." But this place, no, none of that. So it's the old story. I wouldn't go back there again, and that's it. But listen, we've got birthdays now. Lynn, are you available, Lynn? Lynn, open yourself up there and let yourself be known.
That last part was embarrassing for me because I live in Ashford. And I've been to the hotel a few times for functions, but it's very disappointing to see that you had ants in your room.
Oh, I know. Well, it was the all the formica and everything, and the cracked the chip paint and all that stuff. It's you know, 150 quid. It's a normal price for a hotel, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
talking of hotels, before I start on the birthday, I'm staying at Langhams next week and coming to see you at the Windsor Tavern.
Oh, I'd forgotten about that. Yep. Well, listen. Thank you for reminding me. I better start rehearsing. So, Linda, who have we got this week? Lynn, for goodness sake, Lynn.
Lynn. Well, first of all, we've got Carol first. She'll be celebrating her birthday on the 13th of November. And then all of us fans will be remembering Con on the 18th of November. What would have been his 89th birthday? We
89,
all
good
still
Lord.
miss him.
Yeah.
They're the 2 birthdays for November.
Oh, so let's get going then. Happy birthday to you, Carol and Con. Happy birthday to you, Carol and Con. Happy birthday to Carol and Con. Happy birthday to you.
Con is on
and
the
many
18th.
more. Con's on the 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah, my assistant is
It's
telling
not
me.
today.
No, it's on the 18th, Sandy.
That's right.
But it's it's next month. This
I
month.
will be singing out my window to him.
You'll be singing out your window to him. Whoa, there we are. We'll all be singing out the window to Con. And by the way, his rose tree, which I planted in the garden, really did well this year. But here we go. Now, look at this. Look at this. Just brought into me now. Who is going to blow these beautiful candles out? I think it has to, well, it can't be Con, or, no, I don't think so. No, he says no. He says no. No. But Carol, would you like to blow these out? Carol, just say anything and then you come on the screen and then you 1, 2, 3 and blow, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
That was magical. That was brilliant. It worked. Sandy, it worked. I think that's the first time we've ever got it right.
And can I just say it's happy birthday to Sandy on the 19th, I think, isn't it?
No, it's she is, yes, the 19th. She's the day after Con. Yeah. So she'll be 81. My goodness me, 81. I didn't think we'd ever all get there, but there we are. We're all getting there and getting there and getting there. So let's get on. This is one that I really enjoyed doing. I thought that Con and I had never recorded this. It's called Somewhere. And of course, the amazing thing was, in our shows, it was the showstopper. And it's lovely in our business, in show business, to have what you call a showstopper. You know, just so when you go into it, you get applause anyway. But you know at the end, you're going to get a standing ovation in the middle of the show. And that's the way it was every time. And the guitar solo in the middle, I always laugh about this, because the 4 bars of a guitar solo. And that used to get a standing ovation. Quite amazing. Enjoy this. Enjoy it.
There's a place for us. Somewhere, a place for us. Peace and quiet and open air. Wait for us somewhere. There's a time for us. Someday, a time for us. Time together with time to spare, time to learn, time to care. Someday, somewhere, we'll find a new way of living. We'll find a way of forgiving. Somewhere. There's a time for us. Someday, a time for us. Time together with
Aha! Look at that. And I have to say it. I know people get upset when I say it. Con, I don't need you. I'm only joking. I miss him like mad. Well, yeah, I do miss him. Let's get back to Speaker View. That very interesting, folks, that track, because everybody goes on about AI, artificial intelligence, and believe it or not, I ventured into artificial intelligence for that track. I simply put in the lyrics into an AI engine, and I asked it for images, and they are the images that came up for the lyrics, and I thought they were rather beautiful. But now let's get on to the next one. This one is one that I heard Victoria singing, and I said to Con, Con, you've got to, this is made for you. It's absolutely made for you. So I played it to him, and as I always say about Con, he was the most wonderful person to perform with, because he wouldn't shy away from anything. He'd have a go. And that's what I loved about him. And I wish Philip was here, actually, if he'd show himself and just to hear what I'm saying about. There he is. Am I right about your dad? Anything I asked him to do, he'd have a go at, wouldn't he?
Yes.
And he never stopped. And I know he'd rehearse it to death. Up in, he would, wouldn't he?
Mm.
And did he ever sort of say to you, you know, any idea how I could do this, Philip? Or
no, I would give him ideas, which then you and he would implement, and then that would be the end of my input, because the two of you were quite autonomous.
Ooh,
autonomous. Yeah, it was.
You did a lot of the lighting, though, and the camera work when he was doing his part of the videos.
Yeah, I did. I was there for the Sometimes When We Touch.
Oh, you did that, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, we did that in the lounge.
Yeah,
I remember it.
Yeah.
It was very interesting.
But I hope you like this one, because, as I say, I personally think this is Con at his peak, at his absolute peak, and this is Stay With Me.
If this world is wearing thin and you're thinking of escape, I'll go anywhere with you. Just wrap me up in chains. But if you try to go alone, don't think I'll understand. Stay with me. Stay with me. In the silence of your room, in the darkness of your dreams, you must only think of me. There can be no in between. When your pride is on the floor, I'll make you beg for more.
Gotta review. Look at that! Yes, 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 yes. Con, they loved you. They loved you. They loved you. They loved you. And Philip, you did. You would have done all the lighting for Con's bit there, wouldn't you?
No, I think Miles might have done that one. Miles
Yeah.
was the second. What's the word? Second director. The second.
I actually picked up on your tricks because you see it reflecting on this side, coming from this side. I've got a power can over there, Philip, and it's on magenta, and it just gives that little bit of interest, I always feel. And that was a trick I picked up from you.
All right.
Yeah, because you were always doing that with your dad. You always
I was trying to just use lighting as just an added layer of something.
Yeah.
It was quite nice. We had the spotlight going at one point, the actual full power.
Oh yeah, there was two. I remember that. It was
all the way in another room so that it had the space to do what it needed to do.
Ridiculously bright.
It was quite creative.
Yeah. I want to show you this actually, Philip. You'll be interested in this. I know you'll be interested in this because there was a part of Con. Your dad was a strange person. He'd never ever talk about his school, and he went to one of probably the top school, my school in Ireland. But I never heard him once say that, not once. And he had a whole history of cycle speedway. Did you know about that, Philip?
Yeah.
Oh, you knew about it, but he never ever spoke about it. And he was an absolute fanatic. He used to drag me along to all the speedway meetings, and I knew I was only this size, and it was amazing. But he eventually showed me these photographs, and I put them together. And I think they're hilarious. They're absolutely hilarious. Shows Con in a totally different light. Look at that. Can you see that? Can you see that? He's Penrose Flyers. I remember the name now. Did you ever see that photograph before, Philip?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Did.
That was hanging up in the lounge or the music room or both at one point.
Yeah, there he is on the left-hand side, and then of course
fantastic whiff.
Oh, hilarious! And that's him in action. Look at that! Look at that! What a start! What a start!
Brilliant.
And then later, this is a good one. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. Just coming up now. There we are. Look at. Is he bold? Get out of my way! Get out of my way! I'm going to win this. And he actually made that bike himself, Philip.
I know. He told me.
Actually made that bike himself.
He was a man of very few words. He had a great economy of words.
Yeah.
What he did tell me, I remembered. And yeah, he built his own bicycle when he was a...
Because I used to get into trouble all the time because people would say, oh, you don't let Con say anything.
No, you never did.
I say, no, he just doesn't want to say anything.
Very cool.
But then oh, there's a lovely one here. I've got to show you this one. Got to show you this one. Do you know who that is?
Oh, that's my father with a lady next to a helicopter. I did go test this one, but I'm struggling.
That is actually Clodagh Rogers. Anybody in the room, put your hands up if you remember Clodagh Rogers. You do. Oh, Carol does. Look at that. Ah, Linda does. Linda Wood does. And John. Everybody remembers Clodagh Rogers. She had 2 or 3 major hits with our office, Dorothy and Philip Solomon, on Major Minor Records. Yeah. And that was the days. I mean, that was really posh when the helicopter would come and pick you up. That was really good.
I remember when Dad was a naughty boy and he did something he didn't, and he had his driver's license taken away. And apparently the press were there, and they said, "What are you going to do now?" He said, "Well, they can't stop me flying my helicopter." And he said it jokingly, but the actual authorities actually turned up in real life to ask where he was landing it and taking off from.
Really?
Yeah.
And that was us. That more than likely doing a seaside special. We always. I don't know, your dad and John Stokes, I used to make an effort all the time. I was always absolutely Carnaby Street presented. But your dad, and John Stokes certainly, God, the stuff he used to turn up with. But it was amazing. That would have been, I absolutely bet, Seaside Special. Because they always seem to...
in that picture.
He looks really well, doesn't he?
Dad looks like a Russian astronaut in his off-duty clothing.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a very Soviet hairstyle, I have to say.
Oh God, yeah, that's hilarious. Let me get
or an
rid
athlete,
of it.
yeah, or an East German athlete. He's about to do the balance beam.
Yeah. Well, listen, let me get on now to this is my last one, Philip. And I want to tell you about this because you'll be shocked to tell everybody. Lady Gaga is releasing a film quite soon. And in the pre-promotion stuff, Victoria somehow or other picked up on this song. The first time she heard it, she said, this is going to be a #1 for Gaga. And so I got her into the studio and she recorded it. And while I was recording Victoria doing it, and I did all the music for it and everything, I thought to myself, hold on a second, I could have a go at this. So I did. She recorded her bit, which is very, very different. But I took the recording I did for her, and then I added strings and choirs. As I love all the strings and choirs, as you know. And I managed to record this, and I'm really proud of it. I hope you'll be proud of it too. And I am going to play this, and I hope, Philip, because a good guitar playing of this, good, not much, but nice. Happy Mistake. I'm acting in this play on comedy with tragic words. The audience was smiling, cheering on a scene absurd. I can try to hide behind the makeup, but the show must go on. So crazy, my head is filled with broken mirrors, so many I can't look away. I'm in a bad way. If I could fix the broken pieces, then I'd have a happy mistake. A lonely disposition, portraits of a strung-out girl. How'd I get so addicted to the love of the whole world? I could try to hide behind the makeup, but the show must go on. I feel so crazy, my head is filled with broken mirrors, fix the broken pieces, then I'd have a happy mistake. If I could bottle up a sunny day so brilliantly, it'd wash away the sad mistakes. I would hold my heart in a safe place. All I need to breathe is one happy mistake. Make my happy mistake. Now, see, no, the one, no, Philip's not applauding. I mean, no, come on, Philip, that was good.
A plus.
It was close, wasn't it? It was very close, wasn't it?
No, A plus, I said.
So, say again?
A plus.
A plus, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was scoring.
When that's released, when Gaga releases that, it'll be straight to #1. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing that. And if Con was around, it would have been him singing it. And he would have nailed it, absolutely nailed it. But you know something I'm finding, I don't know whether you think, Philip, at times my voice is starting to sound like Con. I don't know what's going on.
Well, blood harmony, isn't it? You share tone, so
that's right. Yeah,
you're going to be able to muster up the same timbre in places. So yeah, I spotted it in somewhere.
In somewhere, yeah. Dolly Parton always said that blood harmonies are the best. You know, the country players, you'd always find brothers and sisters in bands. And the blood harmonies are absolutely the best. But there we go. That's my lot done. We're a little bit late because of the hoo-ha that went on in the middle when the plug came out of the wall, as they say, and I didn't even notice. Isn't that terrible? But the replay will be as quick as we can get it to you. So you'll see it absolutely perfect. The videos show much better on the replays because there's not much I can do. That's as good as Zoom will let me do them, and I don't make any excuse for that. The next show is on the 1st of December, which is 4 weeks' time. So if you've got any requests or anything you want me to attempt or do, why don't you do something with me, Philip?
What's that?
Do a track.
I did one with Dad, an ABBA reggae one. I did I Believe in Angels, you know, I have a dream, it's called.
With your dad?
Yeah, and I just sat a MacBook in front of him, hit record, and he did 3 takes. He did sort of swooshy sounds on the big chord harmonica.
Oh, yeah.
He did that reggae, I call it a whacker. He went a whacker.
Oh yeah.
But on the harmonica.
Did you manage to get any video?
Not of him playing that. I was too busy. Sat in front of him with a big piece of card that said A, E, and D on it, with a biro pointing to each other. My job was. And we had a window of 10 minutes because Carol was cooking dinner, and as soon as she opened the door and shouted dinner, he had to go. I got the whole thing in 10 minutes, and now it just sounds literally like a dream what he did.
Yeah.
The finished track. Yeah, it's quite amazing.
Let me hear it, will you?
Yeah, I will do it.
Yeah.
It's currently in its final stage of production. After
Ooh.
7 years ago, I came up with the idea, and it's
Yeah.
been a very long road to get it where it is now. So once it's produced and finished, which is hopefully very soon, then we'll be in business. But everybody I tell about it, like, ABBA reggae, and ABBA reggae. And then all of a sudden it works as a concept in their head.
Oh, shut up.
I know.
What's that?
Yeah, ABBA reggae. Good Lord.
Yeah. Ronnie's telling me not to say anymore, but I it's ready. So it's going to be.
You give somebody else the idea. Don't. Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Okay. So let me.
Telling people about it for 7 years, and no one's trod on my toes yet.
That's good. Yeah.
So it's plus what I've got personally in this project is way too good. It's it can't be copied, basically.
Yeah. So the next show, as I said, will be on the 1st of December, and all the mics will be open now, so you can chat away as much as you like. Don't forget to go onto YouTube. There's loads and loads of stuff on there, and you can subscribe to YouTube, and they'll let you know when new stuff goes on. And go to the website. Of course, there's mountains of stuff on the website. But here we go, and let me say good night to you all, and good night. See you next time. Bye. Feel so crazy. My head is filled with broken